A lot of purpose-driven women entrepreneurs get tripped up by the same thing. And it's not about confidence. It's not about what they do. It's positioning. And today I'm going to be breaking down why it keeps happening and an easy way to fix it. Welcome to the Brand Bridge, the podcast for purpose-driven women entrepreneurs who are ready to build a personal brand with structure, without compromise, so that they can reach the right people they feel called to serve. My name is Melissa, and today I'm actually starting a 3-part series. And this 3-part series is based on my framework, the framework that I've developed called the Identity Map, which is a 5-layer step that I use with all of my clients who are in my signature offer, which is called the Compromise-Free Brand Method. So these next 3 episodes are really going to be talking about 3 of the different parts of this framework that I've developed. And this framework really has to be done in a very specific order and in a specific way for it to be effective, for it to help my clients really get the results that they want. So a lot of people come to me because they don't know what to say in their marketing. They don't know how to show up well. They don't know how to position themselves, which is what this episode is about. And they don't feel like their brand genuinely reflects who they are and what they are here to say and who they're here for and the transformation that they give. So today I'm going to be talking about positioning, which is the second layer. So the 5 layers are identity, positioning, presence, calling, and expression. So those are the 5 layers of my framework. And if you look at my content, if you look at these podcast episodes, if you look at me on LinkedIn or on Instagram, you see that I talk about identity a lot. I talk about, of course, messaging as a messaging strategist. And part of that is definitely positioning. Now, when you hear positioning, you might not even know, what does that mean exactly? What does it mean I need to position myself well? So positioning means, where are you uniquely placed in your industry? What is the perspective? What is the thing that you specifically do and how you specifically help? This is called positioning. And the reason why it trips people up so much is because people want to feel like they can really help as many people as possible, which is amazing, which is great. That's what we want, right? We want to make a big impact. However, with positioning, it kind of asks you to choose, for you to, I like to say, plant your flag. It's asking you to make a decision and be a bit more specific on what you are saying. And the reason people don't like that is because it feels like that means that I have to disregard this group of people, or I can't talk about this thing in my business or the next. And I'm telling you from experience, from seeing it, that when you're specific, when you walk with that specificity of what you are called to do and who it is for, and you can really nail down that very specific thing that you do, you're going to, first of all, you're going to grow more quickly because now you're really focused, and the right people are going to be able to find you more quickly as well, because you're taking a stance on, this is what I do, this is how I help, and this is who it's for. And it's really, really important that you understand and you learn and you know what that is. You have to know what is your position. So today we're going to be breaking down, and I'm going to give you some examples of maybe things that aren't the best in terms of positioning yourself uniquely, and another way that is very specific. And at the end of this episode, you'll be able to have a guide on how to write yours so that you can start having really clear messaging really clear language for the people that you feel called to serve. So let's break it down. So the main problem that happens when people are thinking about their positioning is that it is too vague. They just say something that is too broad, it's too vague, and that could really be applied to anybody in your industry. And if anybody in your industry can take that same idea, sentence, and say it, then that means you're not being specific enough. And like I was saying, specificity is what's going to really differentiate you from the other people who do a similar thing to you, and also helps your ideal clients find you. That's the key thing. You want to be able to be found by the clients that really fire you up, that you really feel called to, the people that you've been equipped with your gifts, your talents, your skills, and your story and your experience. You want to be able to really be able to bring those people into you and attract those people. Otherwise, they're going to end up working with someone else who isn't actually aligned to them, but they're present, they're being shown, and they're saying, they're sharing. So this is how when I'm working with clients, these are the steps, or this is how I structure, I should say, their positioning statement. So it starts with I am, and you fill in who you are specifically. That provides, then we fill in what do you provide, so that you can, we answer the question, what's in it for me in terms of your clients, what's in it for them? Because unlike other people in your industry, my brand offers, and we say what your brand offers. So when you can break it down like that and make it very specific, then it's clear for you, first of all, which is the most important thing. People think that positioning is only for your ideal clients, but it's for you as well. So you know how am I different? Am I really saying the thing that I know I have that's unique, that's special to me? And so I'll give you an example of what this looks like. I've written down an example for someone who is a life coach for new creatives. So it could sound something like this. I am a purpose-filled life coach for high-achieving creatives that provides awareness to self-discovery with honesty, practicality, and creative solutions so that you can feel confident on your road to self-acceptance, love, and respect. That's because unlike coaches who teach you to hustle better, my brand offers aspirational visionaries the chance to discover who they want to be by unblocking the path to their future self with customized client-paced solutions. So as you can see, it's very specific, right? It's really about who you are as a person, what you actually carry, and what you actually feel called to do. And it's very specific. And it's saying, unlike people who have this approach, this is my approach. And that's what positioning is about. It's about where are you uniquely placed in the marketplace? And so this is something that if you can, and I want you to write your own. I want you to, I'll say it again, what the framework is, what the sentence is, where you can fill in the blank for yourself, because I think that it's really important for you to understand, how do I position myself? And I'll actually put it up here on the screen too, so that you can see what it is. So it's I am, that provides, so that you can, that's because unlike, my brand offers. And I want you to take some time, and I want you to really understand what it is for you specifically. And when you can do that, and when you can articulate that, and when you can know that for yourself, everything else really becomes more clear. And you can even start showing up differently because you're going to be more specific with what you want to share. So after you've written it down, the best way to test to see that is it specific enough? Think about maybe some people in your industry, or maybe think about the top person in your industry. Could they actually repeat this sentence as well? Would it actually make sense for them as well? And if it can be, if you're thinking, oh, this actually could be said by anyone in my industry, then you know it's too vague and you know it's not specific enough. But if you can say it and you can feel it and you can mean it and you can know that, oh, this is actually quite different. I actually have a different kind of outlook and perspective and approach. And it really feels genuine and it does feel different to other people. Then that's a good litmus test to see, am I being specific enough or is it still too vague? And if it's too vague, that's okay. Just spend more time working on it. Spend more time thinking about and this is the key. What is the specific person this is for? And what is the specific outcome? Those are the two anchors that are going to really help you write this statement and make it really specific and genuine to you. So the key to all of this is always going back down to the foundation, which is identity, which is the first step in my framework, in my identity map framework. Because if you don't have the solid foundation of who you are, what you value, what you believe, what's your point of view and your perspective, if you don't have that clear already, then everything you build on top of what you're building, what you're creating in your business is not going to have a firm foundation. It's going to be, think of a house, right? If the foundation of the house is not stable, it doesn't matter what you build on top. It's not going to be stable, even if it looks good, right? So always make sure that your foundation is set. And when your foundation is set, then you can build and know and have the confidence that, okay, yeah, this is good. This is me. This is who I've been created to be. This is the calling that I have on my life. This is my passion and my purpose. And I really can reach the right people because I know who I am, what I believe, what I value. And from there, I can make my decisions. So I'm inviting you to work on your own positioning statement. I would love to know what you come up for yourself. So feel free to leave it in the comments. Feel free to email me and let me know because I would love to hear what yours is. And maybe I'll give you a tip or two on how to make it a little bit better. But if you feel like, first of all, you just want to start and see where is my brand at right now? Is it even clear? Like where am I feeling stuck specifically? Because sometimes we can't name that. I have something for you. It's my brand clarity quiz. It's a free quiz, takes less than 3 minutes. And it'll show you where you currently are in your brand and your business. And it'll give you the next step you should be taking in order to build the brand, build the business that you really feel called to so that you can reach the right people that you feel called to serve. The link for that is in the description. And I'll just end with what I always say, which is, I hope that you live with heart, lead with purpose, and do both compromise free. Until next time, bye.